Welcome to After the Date on Accelerate TV. I'm your host, Dotun, and today we have a special guest, Immanuel.
Hello, everyone. Oh, that's it.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
And of course, Joan is here as usual. How are you both doing?
Good, very good.
Fantastic.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I've missed you guys. Well, I've missed Joan. Immanuel, I'm just missing you for the first time.
And
yes.
he's brightening up the
I
room
know.
already
I know,
with
you
this
know.
red and blue number.
Breath of life.
Breath of life. The topic for today's episode is, should relationships be 50-50? And I'm just going to start right with Joan. Joan, what do you think?
It's a tough one, but then at the same time, for me, it's no.
Immanuel, what about you?
Yes, definitely. They should be.
Relationships should be 50-50. Joan, it's a no for you.
It's a no for me. I mean, 50-50 in terms of what, like finances, in terms of...
Joan, it's a relationship. Everything matters in a relationship.
You guys, I don't even know what to say right
A la
now.
carte is everything
It's
together.
just...
So you can't go Dutch in a relationship. Somebody has to carry more of the relationship than the other person. Is that what you're saying, Joan?
Yes, in some certain areas, the woman has to step up in some certain areas, and it's like 70 from her end and 30 from his end, and then in some other areas, the man has to step up. So it just depends on, like, are we talking finance? As I said, are we talking finances or emotional support?
No, Joan. You can't pick and choose this one.
I'm picking on
It's
it's my life now.
It's your life. Okay.
So no.
So relationship cannot be 50-50.
No.
So like, okay, so what's the correct ratio in your opinion? 40-60, 70-30?
It's relative, Oladotun. It's relative. You guys, you're
Joan,
not
I'm tired
listening.
of you.
There's always a gray area. That's what I'm saying. It's not black and white. I'm sorry. And I'm being honest. It's not black and white.
I appreciate your
But you know,
honesty.
gray is 50% white and 50% black.
Fair enough.
So
That's where
half,
the 50-50
you know,
comes
it's
in, the
half
gray
and half.
area.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Manuel, what
one.
about you? Why should relationships be 50-50?
I think outside of pregnancy and childbirth, everything else in a relationship has to be 50-50 because they're two equal people that form one, you know. Nothing should lean more on one person than the other because it's not balanced.
Okay, my opinion is that a relationship cannot be 50-50 all of the time. And I think that there are certain points in a relationship where one person is carrying more of the load than the other person.
You're saying more or less what
No,
I just
I'm
said.
not. No,
Like
I'm not.
literally.
No.
I just said it in a more like blunt fashion.
No,
It's
Joan,
the exact same
no,
thing.
Joan, what you
That's why I said
said-
it's relative.
John, what you said was in some areas it should be 50-50, it should be 70-30, and in other areas it should
Depending
be
on your strengths
60-40.
now. Yeah, depending on your, that's what I mean by it's relative. In some areas, yeah, like
So you know what? Let me just tell you that I've already judged you because I know that you like money.
I love money now, just like how you love men, you love man.
Yikes.
So it's the
Okay,
same thing.
well.
Either way it goes.
This is
And
this
do
is
you get what I'm
what-
saying?
Okay.
It depends on people's strengths and weaknesses.
So your
That's
strength
why-
is spending money.
in an economical manner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, who should bring more to the table? So you already think that it's 50-50,
I'm sure-
so we don't even need to ask
In
you what
most
you think. In
cases,
most things
it's
outside
50-50,
of
yes.
childbirth and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Mhm.
Joan, who should bring more to the table?
This table that we're talking about now, is it like in the boardroom? Is it like the dining table? Like what table are we really
the
talking
table
about?
being the relationship, who should bring
You
more?
can talk about different tables, just like start from anyone.
I feel like throughout today, I'm just going to be sitting in a boat, and the name of the boat is relative.
Oh.
Everything is relative to me right now. So who should bring more to the table? It depends, like I
Okay,
said.
so give me an example of when the man should bring more to
More
the
than
table.
the woman.
She will say it's money now, Joan.
Apart from money.
See, I don't say apart from money,
So money is one of the things, but apart from that, go ahead, Joan.
Apart from money, I feel like we have to talk about people's characters. We have to talk about people's characters. If someone is more grown, like emotionally mature, that person will know how to deal with certain situations that the couple faces. That's what I'm saying. So
That's
in
true,
some
okay.
situations, you have to think about the person's character and the person you're with. You know where your man can step up to the plate in some other people can't really speak. They're not vocal. They don't know how to speak in public. They don't know how to explain themselves, things like that. If you know that you're the vocal one in the relationship, you can step up and, you know what I mean, teach the person how to
Okay, so I changed my
more.
vote. I've been
See,
I've
they're
been convinced
converts here.
in some situations.
They're converts.
No, but what you guys said makes sense. Playing to the strengths, like each
Yeah.
partner should play to their strengths. And yes, because
A breath
that
of
makes
fresh
sense.
air with us right here today. I have to
You know.
agree.
Okay, so I feel like, however, this is mostly about money. Because whenever we think about relationships being 50-50 or not, we're really talking about money, because it's a bit obvious that everybody has their strengths as an individual. So obviously, you guys should complement each other. No disrespect or offense, anything like that. So the next question is for you, Emmanuel.
Okay.
Can you marry a woman who pays 80% of the bills because she can afford to?
Definitely, I have no issue. I have no problem with that. I don't mind being a house husband, to be very honest. I'm very
A
content
baby boy for
with staying in the
life.
house and working on my YouTube channel and things like that. I'm very fine.
Somebody cute,
So whoever, if
Tyrese.
she wants to pay, who?
Baby
Just call
boy.
Tyrese up because it's baby boy life.
Please, I'm not Tyrese, but I have no problem. Like, if a woman earns more, then that's fine. Like, why would I not want that situation?
He's
Okay.
happy to be a pet. And you'll be treated well.
I'm not a pet.
Okay.
No, I'm not a
Well,
pet.
AKA baby boy, whichever one we feel.
There are different strengths.
strengths,
You can't
yeah.
put on the gen, you make more money. Balance.
Wait,
So,
wait.
you know.
Put on the gen
Put
and
on
make
the
more
gen.
money.
Yes,
Strengths.
more
There are
money.
different
He's
strengths.
clearly not a Libra because this scale is
No,
a
I'm
And
not
then
a Libra.
Yeah.
also that's
Balance.
that's such a basic example. You can't put on the gen.
It's not in Lagos. You need to know how to put on a gen.
gen,
Who
that
will put on
gen.
your gen?
Okay, I
for
can
you?
put on the generator. I can put this on. Can you do it, Joan?
Look, you can do anything you put your mind to. That's what I believe in.
Have you ever put on a gen in your life?
No, darling,
Okay.
and that's never going to happen.
That's what I would
No.
say.
Okay. So
Exhibit
do you mean to tell me that they've never demoed for you in the house before?
Look,
Ah.
look, at this point, there's
By the time the domestic staff just go crazy, and they're like, okay, we're going to show you, and you don't know how to turn on the generator.
You'll be stuck.
You'll be sweating in your house, your makeup will be running on your face, and your hair sticking to your forehead. Joan, go and learn.
Don't worry. All in due time. All in due
Or
time.
that's how you're not gonna marry somebody who wants to punish you. He turns off the generator and he goes out. And then you go out.
No, do you know one thing I appreciate? That you guys are really just centered on living in a place where you always have to put on the gen. I'm out of here. Like,
Okay,
that's
Canada, Abby.
Look, jackpot. That's look. Oh, is gen what is we're going to be struggling about? Let's jackpot together, and there's no gen as a situation.
Okay, so are you guys ready for the next question?
Yeah, sure.
What do you think about a woman who does not contribute financially to the relationship? Can I just answer this?
Answer.
I think I've said this before in one of the episodes. See, at this current place that I'm at in my life, just pay all my bills. Just pay them all. And let me tell you something, I'm trying to be kept. Just put me in a nice car. Put me in a nice house.
So is she also a pet?
No, see, let me tell
You know what?
She's not a pet.
See,
She's ready to be a pet at this point, clearly.
to
But
be
this
honest.
sounds like a real housewife of Banana Island to me, girl. That's what
Actually-
it sounds like to me.
Actually,
That's what it sounds like to me. So,
Sounds
Never
like a
mind.
pet.
Well, you know what, Emmanuel?
AKA.
Emmanuel, if you want to be shady,
Sounds like the Poppy Olympics.
if you want to be, you're so. Did you hear what he said? He said Puppy Olympics. Woof woof. Woof woof.
Poppy in Banana Island is okay.
Okay, but
It's
no.
all right.
Okay,
I
Emmanuel, what do
wouldn't
you
be
think?
comfortable with that situation. But I feel like if you can, you should contribute in some fashion to the finances in the house. It just makes
So
things
like,
easier.
when you say
you know.
contribute to the finances in the house,
Even if it's like paying Netflix, pay something. Sha.
Girl,
It can't
that
just be
4,000 every
everything.
month is still something
It's actually
now.
four. But
Clearly-
contribute
clearly
something.
someone doesn't have enough.
so you're using somebody's Netflix. What you're saying.
Look, dot.
Anyway, John, what do you think?
I feel like the woman has to contribute financially in some way. I feel for me personally, if I'm actually going to be really, really honest, I feel like everything that has to do with feeding in the house falls on the woman. Or well, like if I had a partner, it will fall on me. Like no matter what, if we're both working, we both have steady jobs. The one thing I know, anything that has to do with feeding, even if it means I'm going to use my salary to get a chef.
Okay.
that is still under
That's your
that.
responsibility.
You just manage that. You cannot be going to
So
your
would
husband,
you-
oh, money for market, to go to market, money to this, money to do that. If he's already
So-
paying the bills like electricity and whatnot.
So your contribution will be food.
Food now.
Okay, so would you just limit it at food though? Because let's say he's paying fees for the kids and everything and like all the other major bills, diesel and whatnot. So wouldn't you just take care of all the other like home things, like the
Cleaning, the staff,
Cleaning
everything.
staff.
Like
That's what
that.
I'm saying.
Electricity.
Like, that all falls
falls
in
under the
that.
house?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think
Domestic
that romance
stuff.
at
Domestic.
least at the very least handle all domestic issues.
Yes, you're the queen of the castle.
Okay, girl, I hear that.
Look.
But doesn't that like reinforce some? I thought you were a femi.
Wait. So what does that mean?
Wait.
So because you're a feminist, that means you cannot support traditional gender roles.
I
'Cause we got
I'm-
some
I was
banana one
aware.
guy as well.
But he's
You know, I was-
no, but we're deciding what we're doing. Like,
And that's the
what-
point of
No,
feminism.
but it's not like you said
Decide
that
what
the
you want
woman
to
should
do.
automatically just.
No, that's why I said that I just feel, because this is what I would do. This is how I see. I feel like I'm the queen of the castle. Nobody's going to come to my house, even if he's the one that paid for every last, dime to buy the house. I'm in charge of the house. I'm the woman of the house. So everything that has to do with making sure my house is clean, making sure it smells like money, making sure we have food on the table, making sure everything is sorted, that's me. And that's just where I stand.
Okay. So the last question was actually supposed to be, what do you think the man's money is for? But I think Joan has already answered that. And that brings After the Date to an end. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, Rate the Date airs every Thursday at 7 p.m. on acceleratetv.com. Also, remember to subscribe to all of our social media platforms. We'll see you again next week.